Hi guys, John here again. Just a short video this time on stretching, which you really have to do after every time you've worked out. The benefit of stretching, it just gets the muscle back to where it was pre-exercise state. You want to elongate the muscles after working them really hard, because what you effectively are doing to your muscle, you're causing them to contract, and it will cause a tightness there. So you want to get the blood flowing back to the muscle again, stretch it out and maintain your mobility and your range of movement. So we'll start off with a stretch for the triceps, that's the back of the arm. If you just put your hand just behind your head, take the other hand on your elbow and just pull slightly with your hand against your elbow and push your elbow in the opposite direction, and you should feel a stretch coming down the back of your arm. Now for a maintenance stretch we're looking for around 15 seconds, and that should get the muscle back to where it was pre-exercise. And just shake that out. And the next one is bring your arm across your chest. Now place your hand either above or below your elbow. Don't place it directly on it, because you can stress the joint this way. So just above the elbow, and pull the arm across your chest, and you should feel this stretching across your deltoid here, just on your shoulder. And again we're holding that for 15 seconds. And as you're doing that, look over the shoulder that you're stretching. And again let that one go. You then repeat that on the other side. Then move on to a stretch. This is for your upper back muscles, your traps. So what you're doing is pushing your shoulders as far forward as you can. You should be getting a good stretch across your back muscles. I must say at this point, if you feel any pain while you're stretching, then stop. You shouldn't feel any pain at all. It should all be sort of quite pleasant. Now as you're stretching out here, just drop your head and look to the ground. Again, shake it out. This one's more for the front of your chest, for your pec muscles. Just clasp your hands behind you and push them up. And as you push up, just look up towards the sky. Just let that one go. An alternative for that, for your chest, you can place your hands just on the top of your glutes and try and push your elbows towards each other, and that will give you a good stretch on the chest area here. Okay guys, that's the upper body. Move on to the legs now. We'll start off with a stretch for your quad muscles. So you might want to grab a wall or hold onto a chair if you're doing this in the house, just to make sure you don't lose your balance. And what you're doing is pulling your heel up to your backside, and as you do that, push your hip forward, and that will get right into the hip flexor area here. Again, holding that for 15 seconds. Once you've done that, step forward and keep your front leg nice and straight. Bend this back leg and sit back. And as you do that, just tip your hips forward and you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstring area. And once again you're holding that for around 15 seconds. So you shouldn't be feeling pain, just a nice gentle stretch going through the muscle at this point. Okay, and then we'll move on to the lower leg muscle. Now for this, it's actually the back leg that you're going to be stretching. So a nice bend in the front knee, good wide stance for your balance, and push your hips forward, maintaining an upright upper body. Just make sure you push your heel as far down into the ground as you can, and you should feel that stretch in your calf muscle. Now to stretch the second muscle in your calf, bring your front leg back a wee bit, bend your back leg, sit down into it. You'll probably feel this a wee bit on your upper thigh, just a static contraction, but you are actually in fact stretching the calf muscle. Okay, and then we move on to the opposite thigh, just runs through exactly the same routine. Okay, we're trying to elongate the thigh muscles, pushing your hips forward to get the hip flexor. Then as we step forward, keeping this leg nice and straight, keep the back leg bent, hands in the hips, just rotate the hips forward so you're feeling a nice stretch going through the hamstring. Okay, we then bend the front knee, keep the back leg nice and straight, push the back heel down as far as you can into the ground as you push your hips forward. Again, maintaining a nice upright upper body. And then finally, we're getting back into the second muscle in the calf here. Bend your back leg, bend your front leg, and just sit down into your back leg. Just give yourself a wee shake. Just work the obliques. Stretch up above you. Keep your feet about hip width apart and just lean over, maintaining a nice upright body. You should feel this stretching you in your side here. If you find that a wee bit awkward, you can just slide your hand down your leg to your knee. You should feel the same benefit. Then come up through the midline, pause, then take it over to the other side. If you feel you're not getting a deep enough stretch, you can bring your arm over the top and that'll get right in there. And just a nice wee shake. And that's it. Time to grab a shower. See you next time, guys.